Hey, beautiful souls. I'm Sarah, your soul oracle, deconditioning coach, and mirror here at Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. And this is your energy update for the week of March 22nd to March 28th. So this week, something ignites. It's not chaotic. It's not reckless. It's intentional. It's the kind of shift that doesn't whisper anymore. It clarifies. You may feel inspired, charged, and ready. But this isn't about rushing. It's about channeling what's rising with maturity. And if you slow down enough, you'll know exactly where to direct it. The energy now isn't pulling you inward to reflect. It's asking you to stand up, but wisely. There's vision arriving, there's momentum building, but inspiration without structure can burn out fast. This week is about disciplined fire. On March 22nd, the sun will conjunct Neptune in Aries, so inspiration strikes like lightning. You may feel lit up by an idea, a calling, a new direction, but don't sprint yet. Let the vision breathe. Our dreams want action, yes, but they also want aligned action. So create space before execution. On March 25th, the sun will conjunct Saturn in Aries. Now, strength is being tested. It's not here to stop you, but it's here to solidify you. And if something feels challenging, don't abandon it. Look for the solution. This isn't a breakdown, it's refinement. Resilience rises when you stay present. On March 25th, the sun will sextile Pluto. Our clarity will sharpen. You can see what actually matters right now. Distractions start to fall away, and energy reorganizes. This is powerful, purposeful change. Not frustration, not confusion, but focus. On March 26th, Venus will conjunct Chiron. Old wounds around love, worth, and trust may start to surface. This time, don't react. You respond. Compassion first, judgment last. Healing doesn't require drama, it requires honesty. On March 28th, Saturn will sextile Pluto. Structure meets transformation. Your hard work starts to pay off, and you understand what deserves your energy and what doesn't. Strength isn't loud, it's consistent, and growth feels earned now. This week isn't about urgency, it's about integrity. And if you felt inspired but unsure, motivated but cautious, ready but aware, you're not conflicted, you're maturing. Don't act just because you're energized. Act because you're clear. Because the real shift, it's not the spark, it's what you build with it. And this time, you're building something that lasts. So take a breath. Remember, you're not behind, you're right on time. And everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You're not leaving the path, you are the path. So, overall energy for this week, we have solar eclipse, revolution, lunar eclipse, change, and Pluto, transformation. So, with the two eclipse cards, we know that this is going to be a week where we have dramatic shifts and changes and revolution. And especially with Pluto in there with that transformation, this is a big week energetically. Things are going to be starting to shift and move in a direction that you maybe hadn't anticipated. So pay attention to where it is that you're being led. What clarity are you being given? Because all of that is here to help you. It's here to help solidify this base beneath you. We are in a time of new beginnings. Things are shifting, things are changing. People are leaving this planet at rates that we don't typically see most of the time. But chapters are ending. And as a result of chapters ending, chapters are also beginning. So pay attention to what is transforming in your life or what is needed to transform in your life. There are different reasons behind everything. So pay attention to where the transformation, change, and revolution are happening in your life because that is the energy that you are meant to focus on this week. So I've pulled cards for each of the zodiac signs, and the messages, remember, they're layered. Our sun and rising sign are where the gold lives, and it's where your future self is whispering to you through the veil. So let's tune in. Remember, this isn't a matter of controlling the outcome, but to mirror back what your soul already knows is ready to shift. So let this be your pause, your anchor, and your reminder that this energy isn't here to break you, it's here to recalibrate you. So, Aries, we've got positive minded people. You need to spend your time, more of your time around these type of people. Negativity is something, it's easy and it's contagious and it just expands throughout society. But people who are positive minded, they have done the work. They know how to balance themselves within the area that they are in. Positivity can also be contagious. Now, it doesn't necessarily spread most of the time quite as quickly as negativity does, but positivity can be just as powerful in its own right. Spend your time around these people. They have something to teach you, something to show you. And this is going to help move you in that new direction. So find your positive-minded people and spend your time there. Taurus, your card this week is alternative. You need to find an alternative path. Things that you're doing right now, they're not working. And if they are working for you, then great, but they may not be working for somebody else in your life. You need to find an alternative. Now, it may mean that you need to abandon things exactly as they are and start completely over from scratch. But it may also mean that there's some things that work and you just need to find a few tweaks so they start to work. But look for the alternatives this week. They'll present themselves, but you have to be looking. Don't just keep batting your head against a wall because you believe that it should work, because it's obviously not working. Otherwise, it would be moving forward. So pay attention to where the alternatives present themselves. Gemini, your card this week is sensitivity. You are sensitive to the needs of those people around you, but are you sensitive to what's going on within yourself? You have the answers that you need within inside of you, but you might not want to look at them for fear that you might hurt somebody else. It's okay. Unfortunately, sometimes hurts are part of life. All of us experience them, but you have to look out for you. Your sensitivity to those of people around you and even yourself cannot come at the detriment of yourself. So pay attention to that sensitivity. It's speaking to you, it's telling you something, but you have to be willing to listen to the whole picture. Pay attention to sensitivity this week, Gemini. Cancer, your card this week is well-being. Care for yourself. Put yourself first and foremost. There is a lot of energy going on right now, but you putting yourself first and foremost cannot come at the expense of other people. You need to look at it as a complete package and see things for what they truly are. Things that you need to do as part of your life path are things that you need to do as part of your life path. They are not things necessarily that other people need to do as part of theirs, even though they may be a part of your life. So pay attention to where that sense of well-being is. It has something to speak, it has something to tell you, but you have to be willing to listen. Listening is a big piece of this week. We're looking at clarity. Where is that clarity within inside you? Leo, your card this week is give back. It's important that you give back to society, to people, to your family, to your friends, just as much as they give to you. Now, you may be thinking, I don't need to give back. I'm good. But energetically, we live in a world where we have give and take. And if you don't have an energy exchange with another person, then that person can't do for you necessarily what you may fully expect that they do for you. You need to do both in order for energetically things to function properly. So it's important that you give back this week, Leo, and don't just take everything for yourself. Virgo, your card this week is progress. You are making progress on whatever it is that you are working on. Life is a process. It's a journey. Remember that. Don't be too critical on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. This is a process, and you are making progress whether it seems that way or not. But that process is going to help you in whatever it is that you're working to deal with. So remember, progress. Just use that as a mantra through your head this week. You are making progress, and that is ultimately what matters. Libra, your card this week is reliable. You're reliable. You show up. You do things for other people when they need them to, which is great. Not knocking it. But are you reliable for yourself? Are you there for yourself when you need it? And you may be saying, Sarah, of course I'm reliable. Of course I'm there for myself. But are you? Are you truly there for yourself when you need you? When your body tells you to slow down, do you slow down? Or are you like, I have 10 other things that I need to accomplish right now? This is a week for you to listen to what it is that you need. Be reliable to yourself. Hold yourself accountable for what it is that you need to do and where it is that you need to be. This reliability is necessary. It's here for you, but you have to grab it and you have to harness it. That doesn't mean that you need to leave other people behind in the process, but it does mean that you need to show up for yourself. Scorpio, your card is answers within. You have the answers within inside of you. Most likely you know what they are. You've looked into them, you've processed them. And as you get clarity, you know that those answers are speaking for you and to you. Pay attention to what those answers are and act from that place. The information here, it's vital for you. It is here to tell you who and what you are. Pay attention to what those answers are and don't just dismiss them, don't knock them. They have information that's there for you. So pay attention to what that information is. Sagittarius, your card this week is compassion. The world needs a little bit of compassion. You need a little bit of compassion. Compassion is one of those things that if you can give it out and you can spread it amongst people around you, societally, in the world, family, friends, it can start to come back to you. Spread that compassion out in the world. This world so desperately needs people who are compassionate and kind. Pay attention to where you can spread a little bit of compassion this week. And as I said before, remember, compassion doesn't necessarily have to just be outward. It can be an inward process as well. So where can you be a little bit more compassionate to yourself? Listen to yourself. What do you need? Pay attention. Where can you be more compassionate this week? Capricorn, your card this week is respect. Respect the viewpoints of not only yourself, but other people. There's something in those viewpoints that's important. You don't necessarily know everything that you need to know. You may think that you do, but you're missing a piece of the puzzle. And that piece of the puzzle is important. And somebody may have already told you the piece of that puzzle, but you dismissed it. You didn't want to listen to it because it conflicted with what you wanted to hear. Respect what other people are telling you. Listen. You don't have to respond right away. You can sit back and you can think about it and reflect. Don't feel pressured from other people's opinions, but respect what they have to say because there is something in that information that is important. So listen, pay attention, and ponder it. Respect what they have to say and don't just dismiss it. Aquarius, your card this week is modify. It's important that you make some modifications to whatever it is that you have been working on. It's not working the way that you want it to. And when that happens, it's the universe's way of telling us that we need to do things a little bit differently. So make those shifts, make those adjustments, make those modifications. Because if you do, then when the energy circles back around, it's a great time for you to start to move in the direction that you want to go. So pay attention. Where can you make modifications? It's important. So pay attention. And Pisces, your card this week is triggers. What are you being triggered by? Our triggers are important. They give us information. They provide us with things that we might not have thought about if we hadn't been looking for them. So when you get mad, rather than just lashing out and getting mad at somebody for saying something, sit with it, reflect, and see what it is that they had to say. Because there's something in that information that's triggering you, that's making you mad. And it's here to tell you something, but you have to be willing to listen. So remember, you're not lost. You're between stories. So let the messages find a place in your body, even if they don't make sense yet. Because sometimes the most powerful knowing comes in the quiet after the card is pulled. So let the messages you receive to anchor your next step, even if you can't see the full map yet. Our sun and rising sign are codes that are layered. Let them sit, let them settle. And if you're craving deeper cosmic guidance and spiritual anchoring, come join me inside the Soul Keys Temple. It's my signature monthly membership. You can find full details at www.soulheartintuitivecoaching.com. And you can also always book a personal soul session with me if you want to go deeper one-on-one. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And the magic continues there. So here's to a week of sacred pivots, anchored clarity, and deep inner resonance. So stay tuned in, stay luminous, stay you, and I will talk to you next week.